All right, all right. Welcome to Unity of Richmond Sunday Celebration Service. I'm Reverend Valorie, and it's my joy to be here with you today. Hang in there. 2 more weeks, we're setting the clocks ahead, and and spring is around the corner. Even though we're having a little wintry mix of weather, which is going to be just fine. So thank you for joining us today. And if you're here for the very first time, we want to welcome you to Unity of Richmond. We want to invite you to come join us after service downstairs for coffee and refreshments so we can get to know you better. If you see somebody with a name tag, our board members, or, just say hello, and we would love to just get to know you, and you can get to know us. If you're here for that first time, we do have a Connect card that you can fill out to sign up for our newsletter, to be apprised of the activities and things that we have here. All right, so our service leader today is the Reverend Robin Moore, so I'm going to call her up to give us an opening prayer.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. All right. So, Spirit, we give great thanks for this opportunity this morning to gather. One mind, one body, one spirit. We're grateful for Unity of Richmond for providing us with a physical space for us to intentionally gather in the oneness. We know that this service is blessed. We come with open minds and open hearts and a willingness to learn and to grow, to share and unfold, knowing that we are better together. And for this, we are grateful. And so it is. Amen. Okay, and today's daily word is release. Okay. I release old beliefs as I grow and evolve. So many things shape my beliefs over the years. My upbringing, family history, education, friendships, and spiritual life, to name a few. As I go through life, I have new experience and meet all kinds of people. I might find old beliefs that once fit me, no longer fit me at all. Growing and deepening in my spiritual understanding may mean releasing ways of thinking that no longer serve me. But I can do that and still honor the person I was, my background, and my history. Releasing makes room in my mind and opens my heart for the person I am becoming. Releasing my old beliefs readies me for a future of growth and evolution. The scripture is Jeremiah 4:44. Now look, I have just released you today from the fetters on your hands. See, the whole land is before you. Go wherever you think it is good and right to go. And together we'll say 3 times, I release old beliefs as I grow and evolve. I release old beliefs as I grow and evolve. I release old beliefs as I grow and evolve.
Good morning. If you all could stand, we're going to sing this together. I'm going to sing through it the first time just so you all can hear it, and then we'll ask you all to join us. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Good, let's all sing it together now. We shall shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall stand together. We shall stand together. We shall stand together. We shall stand together now. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We will walk in peace. We will walk in peace. We will walk in peace. We will walk in peace today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we will walk in peace today.
We have our opportunities.
Microphone closer, please.
Hello? Okay, I'm here. I'm trying to find my announcements. Oh, here they go. All right. So the announcements today, we have chair yoga with Petra happening today after service. Please join. Where's that going to be, downstairs? It'll be downstairs in the, oh, here in the sanctuary. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. The print's a little small, okay? All right. Vicki, you want to come up and talk about the next announcement?
First, big apologies for having to cancel the last gala date. We couldn't get out the driveway. We probably could have slid down, but we might have ended up in the woods across the street with all the food and, you know, the bowls, and that we didn't want that. So we invite you to come to the one that's going to be on the 14th. We're going to have dinner, like a light Mediterranean dinner, and then we're going to come up here for a full service bowl drum healing service. And I'm looking really forward to that. And the good thing is, the Sunday before the 14th, I'm going to be doing the 9 o'clock, is it 9? 9 o'clock service here. And my message is going to be, have you tapped into your healing energy yet? So I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to people coming to the 9 o'clock service and checking that out, and then coming on the 14th to experience the whole bowl healing session. So thank you very much. I just wanted to make all that clear because it's been so much confusion about with the weather. Thank you, Ice. You can go away now. No.
She said we're going to start having 2 services. No, we have one contemplative service once a month on the second Sunday. Okay. That's the second Sunday. Okay.
All righty. So join us Friday, February 27th. That would be this Friday for your karaoke night, 7 o'clock downstairs with Armin and Vicki. You know it's a lot of fun, so just put on your dancing shoes, your singing voices, and come on out. Oh, there's a new date for the Celtic Music Festival. That has been rescheduled to March 7th, if I'm correct, looking at this. It's, from 3 to 5, and it will be Dan O'Neill, Nancy and this gentleman who I don't know his name. Colin McLeod. From Scotland. And I hear that this is going to be a really good event, so please come out and support this event. Dan and Nancy do a really great job, and Colin will too. Our annual meeting is scheduled for Sunday, March 15th after the service. There'll be a light potluck luncheon, and the meeting will start at 12:45. All right, what else do we have? Chant night with Valorie and Dan O'Neill. That will be, we got a lot going on in March. Thursday, March 19th at 6:30. It'll be here at the church. Please come and join. It's the equinox. Join us as we celebrate the turn of season to spring. Through the power of chanting, we will lift the community's vibration and raise our energy toward peace and wellness. Embrace this sacred night with chanting, meditation, both in person and live stream. Awesome. And I think Armin's coming up to talk to you guys now.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I've got good news. The nominating committee, we're very happy to say, along with the rest of us, we do have 3 nominees for board positions, the 3 that we needed. So, yeah. And one of the things, we weren't quite sure we were going to have the 3, so one of the things that we're going to be proposing is a change in the bylaws. And what basically that would do, it would give, give us the opportunity to be able to adjust the number of nominees and that type of thing. I'm not going to get into it specifically here, but we are going to. We do have some of those out on the front table here. We'd like for you to pick one up, take a look at it. If you do have any questions or want to make any comments about it, you will get in touch with the church, get in touch with Valorie or any of us board members. Oh, or board member. Oh, okay. And so anyway, and we will talk about it in the annual meeting and have we will have a vote on that. So just wanted to give you that guys information to look forward to. And once again, we're really, really pleased we have 3 nominees. Thank you.
That's me. When I smile, it's the joy overflowing from you. When I smile, that's the joy overflowing from you. What can I say? How can I thank you for the day? Oh God, my blessings are overflowing now. When I cry, it's the joy overflowing from you. When I cry, that's the love overflowing from you. What can I say? How can I thank you for the day? Oh God, my blessings are overflowing now. No words, you already know the secrets of my soul, 'cause I'm a part of you. No words, you're the sacred truth in everything I see and everything I ever do. When I sing, that's a song overflowing overflowing from you. When I sing, it's a song overflowing from you. What can I say? How can I thank you for the day? Oh God, my blessings are overflowing. My blessings are overflowing. My blessings are overflowing now. No words, oh, no words, oh, no words, oh, no words, oh. Thank you.
I believe I'm the spotlight person today. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Valorie asked me to come up and talk a little bit about my spiritual journey, particularly here at Unity of Richmond. I've been a part of Unity now for about 10 years. I think I started here in about 2015. I've always been a spiritual seeker and had many different experiences with different beliefs and religions and things like that. But when I discovered Unity, I think I've heard some other people say it just really clicked, and it really did. It really did click for me. My involvement here at Unity. I think I've been involved in just about every aspect of the of the church and the service. Anyway, I started out really involved with the music program. I wish they were still here. Singing with Ian and the band. I did some of my first solo work here. So I have really enjoyed that and feel like I've really grown as a person and a singer. With that, putting on the karaoke night, we love doing that. I'd love to have you guys a little pitch come out Friday night. We have a really good time. It's downstairs. It's very laid back and casual and fun. Also, I've been a part of the worship team here, platform host, quartet. I don't know if some of you have heard about Love and Harmony. It was Vicki and I and Jim, her late husband, and Heather. We sang for probably quite a few years before COVID. I think COVID kind of cut it off there. But that has been really important for me and very enriching for me also. And finally, I've had the privilege of serving 4 years on the Board of Trustees here at Unity, the last 2 as your chair. Thank you. Very honored to have had that opportunity. Actually, it's really been a growth experience for me too. It's been one of my first really major leadership roles. So I have learned a lot and grown a lot through that experience. And again, I thank you so much. Lots of special times here at Unity. I will have to say the most incredible one was a couple of years ago when Unity hosted my wedding, Vicki, and our wedding. That was such a wonderful experience, and the way everybody in the church kind of came together for us. I felt so much love that day, and it just my heart just explodes just thinking about it. So thank you guys. When I think of Unity, real quick, I think of Unity, for me, Unity here has really been the fellowship. the friends that I've made, just, the lovely people I've been able to meet and work with here since I've been coming here. And just, that's what, unity, unity kind of puts us in touch with ourselves, helps us find our own spirituality. But for me, just being able to have the opportunity to connect with such a great, fine, loving group of people, I really do. That really has been special to me. And I look forward. I see new faces out here. I want to welcome you guys, and hope to get to know you guys a little bit better as we move on. So let me see if I've got anything else that I missed. Okay, no, I think that's about it. When I think of unity, I think of connection. And I think of connection, to ourselves, and also connection to other folks. So again, thank you so much, everyone. Valorie, it's been real. It keeps being real. I am going to still be here, and look forward to many, many more good years. But I just want to say, God bless you from the bottom of my heart. You're just an incredible gathering of folks, and I'm very, 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 very blessed. And so thank you very much.
Thank you, Armand. And thank you, Kara, who's going off the board, and thank you, Maureen, who's going off the board. We'll have some more acknowledgement of the outgoing board members at our annual meeting. And today, I just wanted to point out to you, since Ash Wednesday was Wednesday, we have these booklets called Release and Imagine. And this is a Unity booklet, and it helps us walk through the 40 days period of Lent to reframe, reimagine, change our minds, and become more aligned with our divine spirit and the divine source. And I thought yesterday's, because today's is a Sunday one, it's very long, so I'm not going to share that one, but this one fits in with our abundance in all of its forms topic that we started last week. And it says, I reimagine by appreciating. Today I'm willing to reimagine my life by appreciating what I have and who I have in my life. This act of appreciation feels like the opening of a window to let the sunlight illuminate the beauty in my current situation and circumstances, even when that beauty isn't immediately clear to me. This conscious choice begins to transform my interactions and communication, promoting positive relationships and guiding me from conflict to solutions. Using appreciation, I train my mind to seek out the goodness that surrounds me. This positive action deepens my happiness, turning my complaints into compliments and my challenges into opportunities for growth. My good grows and multiplies, bringing more good things to me. By actively appreciating my life, I not only enhance my own well-being, but I also become a beacon of positivity for those around me. And that's from Reverend Robin Volker, a Unity minister. And we've talked about how gratitude is one of the core things that we can do to shift our consciousness from problem to blessings, to seeing all of our blessings. So today's message, we're going to continue our conversation about abundance and prosperity and what that is and what it means to us and our part in the creative process. Now, as I was preparing, I was reminded of the scripture, John 10:10, where Jesus said, I have come that you may have life, have it abundantly. Now, there was also a precursor to that. It said, the thief comes in the night to steal. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, what is the thief? The thief is our thinking, our attitude. And Jesus is representative of our divine nature, our divine identity of spirit. And so if you don't feel like you're living a life of purpose and joy and peace and abundance, then it's time to change your course. And we have the power and the ability to choose to do that. And our third unity principle, I didn't get the clicker, so our third unity principle says, human beings create their experience by the activity of their thinking. Everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in thought. Now, physics, even studying quantum physics, we have an understanding of this more deeply, even from science, that everything in its beginning has its beginning in thought. And so with our third principle, we use it to direct our thoughts, emotions, and actions toward a more meaningful life and authentic living. So today we're just going to take a deeper dive and focus on 2 of those 5 steps that I shared with you last week. 2, which are focus your mind, and the second one, shift your consciousness. And then we're going to anchor all that together with the key to living that abundant life and tapping into that abundance and prosperity is living your life on purpose, knowing your purpose. And we're going to talk a little bit about purpose today, too. We're going to have a little review. So, again, the material for this core of this message is from Unapologetic Manifestation by Ken Daigle. We're in a 6-week course right now that's on Wednesday nights at 6:30. This is not a course of just intellectual knowledge. This is a course that gives you opportunities to become self-aware and to journal and to really get to know yourself and your inner spirit. And so it's experiential, not just information. So, and that's how our transformation in life, transformational experiences are. It's not, we don't transform by just thinking, in our heads. We have to embody the lessons that we embody, the truths, by living the truth that we know. So let's start with the first review, and that is, what is abundance? And abundance is simply not money or material things. It's that flow of creativity and a joyful way of life. Now, prosperity is our individualized expression of abundance. The abundance that is already available and present, substance and source, provides that. And the definition of manifestation is about aligning your life with your highest purpose and stepping into the fullness of who you are. Now, when we do that, we thrive. When we do that, we have life and we have it abundantly. Now, there are 5 arenas in which we can experience abundance or manifest abundance, and those 5 arenas are up here as well on the screen, and it's in our material resources, which include finances, with health, with our health and wholeness, with enriching relationships, with work you love, or you might say service you love, because not everybody is actually working. We have people who are retired, we have people, who are in different stages of life, but having meaningful service or meaningful purpose. And then the last one is leisure time, like rest, leisure time. Because we need to have a Sabbath in our life, right? We need to recharge and reimagine, as this booklet is guiding us to do. We also, so those are the 5 arenas that we can experience abundance. And last week we talked about how we can look at these areas and find parts of those areas that we can appreciate in our life, no matter what our circumstances are. That starting with gratitude is a core foundation. So, as human beings, though, we're not balanced in all these areas in our life, right? There are some areas in our life may be thriving, and there are other areas that may be a little bit of a struggle. And so we want to find that balance. We want to create that balance. And so this teaching provides us 5 steps that can help us grow into the awareness of the abundance that is already present. And those 5 steps you can see before you now too. They are: focus your mind, shift your consciousness, take concrete steps, and share your journey with others who can hold the vision with you and celebrate with you and encourage you along the way during those times of stretching beyond your comfort zone. And to be open. Being open. We have to be open and receptive. I am open and receptive to my good. We started with that last week. I believe we open and receptive affirmation. And that open and receptive also leads us to our yes, by the way. We talked about the power of the yes and saying yes to your great nature, yes to the spirit that is calling you forward, and yes to opportunities, not yes to your limitations, right? And so, one thing that we discussed in class this last week was the minute you say yes, your spiritual growth begins. The minute you say yes, it begins. So when we say yes to our spiritual growth, opportunities present themselves to see what might be in our way of receiving our good by way of our BS or belief system. Okay? So we're going to look at that focusing of the mind, because that's one of the tools that we can use to examine our BS. And it's also a tool that we can provide a focus and a shift from the limiting belief system to an affirming belief system. Now, these 5 steps that we're talking about, they're not linear. Like, life isn't linear, even though we can try to say this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, or this is good, do this, then do that. No, life evolves and emerges, and it works in a spiral, not linearly, but for our purposes, we're looking at them linearly. So if we don't focus our minds, then we're going to be carried away by that belief system. And our belief system will either draw us toward our good, or it will repel it. Sometimes in dramatic ways it can repel, but sometimes it can be subtle. It can look like, by the way, overlooked blessings, missed opportunities, and self-doubt. See, when we're not open, we don't see the opportunities that are right in front of us. And so our belief system can do that. So we want to choose which belief system we want to empower, right? We want to choose and affirm truth. So focusing our mind means that we would look at where we are, look at what your purpose is, and admit where you are so that we can bridge that gap from where we might see that there's a gap between where we want to be and where we are in those areas where we may be out of balance. So we want to stop resisting as well. We want to have compassion for ourselves. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. I understand how you got there. That's okay. I have compassion for you. However, we can release that thought. It's no longer serving you anymore to think, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, or whatever it is that is an underlying core negative belief that you may have inherited. So we can release and affirm. That's our unity teaching. We release and affirm. So when we identify what we need to let go of, we let go of it, and then we can affirm truth. We can affirm divine identity. We can affirm the good, the flow that is available to us, and be open to being to our unlimited potential. So Eckhart Tolle said in his book, A New Heaven and a New Earth, some time ago, he said the first thing we need to do if we're stuck in the mud is admit, I'm stuck in the mud. So our thoughts and our words and our intentions are the architects of our reality. So we stop energizing. We want to stop energizing the limitations and make space for something new, to evolve out of those limitations. Make space for that true self, that divine identity that you are. So I'd like to invite you to affirm with me. The affirmation for this week in the class is, I focus my mind on my highest good. My life is full and abundant. And you can see it up there and say it with me. I focus my mind on my highest good, and my life is full and abundant. So we do have to make a choice, right? We have to make a choice to focus our mind on our highest good. That's step one. And also, about step one and focus, what happens in vagueness stays in vagueness. So if we're not clear about our why, life happens by default rather than by design. So we want to become clear. Who am I here to be? What am I here to express? What gifts do I have to share? So there's this story about optimism and pessimism. And the story is a story that's been, I don't know, since the 1950s. You may have heard it. It's just a story. So it's about a man who has twin sons. One of his sons is an eternal optimist, and the other son, twin, is an eternal pessimist. And he's worried about both of his sons. He's thinking that his optimist son might be eaten up by this harsh world, and he's worried about his pessimistic son, who sees the world as a downer, who sees life as a downer. So he decides to do a little lesson for them, and he puts his optimistic son in a room full of manure, and he puts his pessimistic son in a room full of toys, brand new toys that he can play with. And the pessimistic son is anxious, and he's worried. He's like, if he plays with these toys, they're going to break, they're cheap, and he's just not going to. He's sitting there, so he goes in there after an hour and sees that his son hasn't done anything with the toys that he could have enjoyed and had fun, but he didn't know how to do it. The other son, in the room with the manure, was digging through the manure, and he said, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere, right? There's got to be a pony. So when the hits the fan, look for the gift, look for the pony. So we can change our focus. Not that we bypass that we're having a difficult time or that it's challenging. So we're going to shift. We want to shift from fear to faith, and we want to shift from contraction to possibility. Our fourth principle says through prayer and meditation, that's how we connect with God mind. That's how we connect with Source. And so that's what our fourth principle does. It helps us shift our consciousness as well. So we shift from fear to faith. We can begin building with these two steps, focusing the mind and shifting our consciousness to create what the author is calling a culture of abundance. The culture of abundance doesn't require a large bank account, but it does require an open heart. There's that open. It requires a willingness to receive. So how willing are you to receive when an opportunity presents itself? Oh no, I can't take that. Oh no, oh no, no. Or thank you. So there's that. And then there's having a spirit of generosity. We're circulating. It's an infinite flow. So we receive, we give with a spirit of generosity. Our time, our talents. And also, we value time, we value experiences and relationships with the culture of abundance more than money or things. The author talks about having a tradition with his children that every day when they get together at dinner time, after their day at school, they have a sharing time, and it's called Blueberries and Brambles. So what about your day today was juicy and, gave you joy and happiness? And then the other was, what about your day may have been difficult? And he said that practice helps keep things into perspective, that it's not all bad. There are good things that we can always look for and see and acknowledge in our lives. Also, you embrace your inner Pollyanna. Pollyanna was a story by Eleanor H. Parker about a young girl with some very hard circumstances. I know a lot of us older folks know what the story of Pollyanna, but some younger folks may not, or maybe you have. But anyway, Pollyanna was took her life circumstances and she looked for the good in them. Now, so embrace your inner Pollyanna and don't take it as an insult, sometimes it gets a bad rap. Oh, that's just Pollyanna thinking, kind of thing, if you've heard that expression. So anyway, we don't deny hardship, but we do accept and look for the good that is also mixed in. There are polarities in life. So our abundance is not something that we chase down. It's a lens through which we can look at the world. And our daily practices can support this culture of abundance by taking the time out for contemplation, for prayer, for meditation, for being out in nature, for doing something that creates beauty or brings you joy. So there are practices. Only you can know what those are, but those can help you create that culture of abundance in your consciousness. Now, last of all, is that the heart of all of this is that we need to know our purpose. That's the anchor through everything. Knowing your purpose is the key to that creative flow and that creativity and that joy. Now, I'm not talking about it like a physical thing. Purpose is beingness, for example. So knowing your purpose is something like know you are spirit, and that your body and your life are instruments through which spirit expresses, through which your higher self expresses. It's not a job, and it's not the roles that you play in the world, like whatever your vocation is, or if you're a mother or a parent or a teacher or whatever. But our purpose is something that we come in with. It doesn't change. It's something that we maybe could spend a little time becoming more aware of, and we can deepen our understanding of it. So, know your purpose. Look beyond whatever it is you're doing and go within. And some may say, I don't know what my purpose is. Well, I'm gonna address that in just a moment about how we can do that. But I do want to say for our church community here, our purpose is to transform lives and create a spiritually awakened world. Is that not our purpose? Okay. So that's what an example of a purpose. And so for everything that we do here, by way of education, classes, or activities, we keep that purpose as our foundation. Does whatever it is that we're looking for here, is it going to fit in with our purpose? Because we want to stay on purpose. So there's an exercise in the workbook that says if you don't know what your purpose is, ask some people around you who know and love you, because often people who know you will see it before you do. So one of the things to ask somebody that you know and love would be, for example, how do you feel when I walk into a room? What do I bring? What awakens in you around me? And just kind of listen to the feedback, what comes out. Somebody may say, your creativity sparkles, or you bring peace, you bring love, you bring humor, or you have strength and resilience. Those are all things that people may see in you, right? And so if those are the things, then you might start with a purpose statement that says, I am an agent of creativity and beauty, or I awaken creativity and beauty. That might be your purpose in life. Or I am someone who brings compassion, peace, connection, So take those qualities that others may see in you, but I really would invite you to also give yourself some qualities and what you may, just set aside any belief system and just say, what do you think that people see in you that you bless the world with? So I went through this I've always, for a long time now, felt like my purpose, or said my purpose is I am a midwife for awakening souls. And then I did this little exercise, or it's a similar exercise that's in a workbook, and walked through that process. I got a different way of saying it, which is my purpose is to awaken and empower and grow human beings into their highest potential. Or I could say to awaken and empower and point the way to your divinity. Anyway, so that's an example of what a purpose is. It's something that doesn't change, no matter what your vocation is or what you do. And when we are living on that purpose, then every task, becomes a service. Everything that you do is dedicated to service, to serve others, and not a drudgery or a have to or an obligation. So that purpose is our anchor and our foundation. So to conclude, we've talked about what abundance and prosperity are and how we participate in the creative process through prayer and meditation and through working with our focusing of our mind and changing our consciousness, and that our purpose is our anchor. And what I want to leave home with you, though, it's never too late to live your purpose. Never, ever too late. And I have some pretty powerful examples of that, of people at different ages who found out or discovered what their purpose was and started living it. One is Andrea Bocelli. He was a lawyer until age 34. And at age 36 is when he got his break as an opera singer, right? Walt Disney was in his 20s working for a newspaper and was fired because they said he didn't have any creativity. And it was after that he started developing the concept of Mortimer Mouse, who then became Mickey Mouse. And you know the rest of the story, right? Walt Disney. Julia Child worked for what we now call the CIA in World War II. And it was at age 49 that she started the art of French cooking, and then started to teach the world how to do French cooking. Laura Ingalls Wilder, who wrote Little House on the Prairie, she was 64 when she published that book. Nelson Mandela became president of South Africa at age 76. Grandma Moses began painting in her 70s, and for 30 years she painted over 1,000 paintings. And then there was another woman. Now her first name is Tao. Anyway, she had a hip replacement in her 90s, and then took up ballroom dancing. And not only that, but she continued to teach yoga. She had been a teacher all of her life and continued teaching yoga in her 90s. It's never too late or never too young, right, to live from your purpose. So take that with you. And let us end today as we began with this affirmation. I focus my mind on my highest good. My life is full and abundant. Again, I focus my mind on my highest good. My life is full and abundant, and so it is.
I invite you to take a deep centering breath in and let it out slowly. Take another breath in slowly and exhale. I invite you, excuse me, I invite you to release and let go everything before this now moment. Allow yourselves to get comfortable where you are. Allow the chair to remind you of the support that is always present for you, with you, and as you. And I invite you to still your mind, though it may not be easy. I invite you to consider the affirmation that Valorie just said. I focus my mind on my highest good. I focus my mind on my highest good. I invite you to just see how that feels for you. I focus my mind on my highest good. Can you be comfortable with that? Or is there a little bit of resistance? Again, I focus my mind on my highest good. Allow those words to just resonate in your beingness. For the highest good is always available to us. Always available to us. Are you open? Are you willing? Are you resisting? Are you saying, oh, not me? Why not? Again, I focus my mind on my highest good. Can you imagine what that looks like? But more importantly, can you imagine what it feels like? I focus my mind on my highest good. Allow those words to resonate in your beingness. And allow whatever comes up to come up. But know that your highest good is always available. We are choosing all the time. And today you can choose your highest and best good. No questions, no conversations. Just accept the highest and best of your imagination. And as we go into the silence, I invite you to just rest in that place of what it would feel like to have your highest and best good be present with you right here, right now. Because it is, whether you recognize it or not. We have the power of choice, the gift of choice. And so as we go into the silence, I just invite you to focus your mind on your highest and best good right here, right now. No excuses, no apologies, just because you can. And as we bring this time to a close, I just invite you to notice where you were. And know that yes is a choice to your highest good. And I invite you to spend time in your day just remembering and acknowledging where you were and where you'd like to be, because there's always room for more. And we just say thank you, and I invite you to thank God in whatever way is appropriate for you. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. Let's all sing more abundantly together. I've got joy more abundantly. I've got joy. Spirit flows as me. I've got the joy of God in everything I do. I've got joy more abundantly. I've got peace. I've got peace more abundantly. I've got peace. Spirit flows as me. I've got the joy of God in everything I do. I've got peace more abundantly.
And together we'll say our prosperity statement. Love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. One, two, three, and
so thankful for every blessed moment, and I live in gratitude. My heart is open, my spirit is rejoicing, and I live in gratitude. I give my thanks to God. 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 I am so thankful for every blessed moment, and I sing in gratitude. My heart is open, my spirit is rejoicing, and I sing in gratitude. I give my thanks to God. 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 I am so thankful for every blessed moment, and I live in gratitude. My heart is open, my spirit is rejoicing, and I give in gratitude. I give my thanks to God. I give my thanks to God. I give my thanks to God. I give my thanks to, sing it with me. I give my thanks to God. 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 Thank you.
And together we'll say, once the lady, wait, hold it. Okay, now we can give thanks. We give thanks for the gifts that will support our mission of creating a spiritually awakened world. Thank you, God. Okay, so have a great week. And first, before we have a great week, we'll say our thank yous. We want to thank everyone back in the AV room. I believe Rob's back there, Bernice and Natasha. We want to thank our ladies for our ushers for coming, doing the offering. We'd like to thank Vicki and for her part in the service, and Valerie for her wonderful message. I'm getting there. Hold on. And Armin for his spotlight. And we'd like to thank the band for their wonderful music that they provide us with. And and me. And we also have our prayer chaplains who are available to pray with you after the service is over, and they'll be right here in the front, looks like. And I think that's it. So we'll do our peace song. Did I forget? If I forgot any, Debbie, of course, we can't ever forget her. And Vita as well. Yes. Hiding in the background over there. And so we'll say our prayer of protection, and then we'll sing our peace song, and we'll then say, have a great week.
Of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God sweet.